Hey guys, 21 Omni 21 here for another Chaos Dragons against the Atlantean Mermail Chaos deck. This time I actually sided in two bottomlesses because removing their cards from play does slow their deck down quite a bit. And I don't actually carry anything else that could be useful against Chaos Heroes, what am I talking about? Chaos Dragons. So, yeah. And a little of darkness, nice, allows me to refresh my hand. He's burning his cards very, very quickly, but perhaps with Chaos Dragons, that's how you play. I don't know how the new Chaos Dragons do play, actually. So he's going to mill 3. Not bad mills. Light Dark Hole, not the greatest mill. He did mill a charge as well. Really, what if I also have a Dark Hole? You can't do anything with this. In my opinion, I think going all out is bad, but I'm quite a conservative player myself, so perhaps it's just different playing styles, and Chaos Dragons is a very offensive deck, so often that's what you're gonna go for. So, what else can he do at this moment? End turn, he can't attack, so he hasn't got much fuel in his grave either. It would have been nice to bottomless this, but sometimes you don't get what you want. But the thing with Chaos Dragons is that when they're just gonna summon Lila, and then you're forced to bottomless it, so it's a way of baiting out those sorts of cards, the standard Lightsworn entry, which is why they were so good. They didn't even need to run Mystical Space Typhoons and things like that, because they just didn't. So, let's see what I draw into. Okay, Pot of Avarice, pretty decent card. Okay, I'm presuming it's okay. Just check, because sometimes when you draw a card, you can't do anything, because it's fair enough if I don't ask if it's okay, then you can't say it's not okay, if that makes sense. I'm presuming he's not replying, so I'm going to just draw 2 cards. And I'm going to banish this. GNX controller, don't need you. Okay, so I could summon Diva, special summon something else, attack, not worth it. I could summon this guy, he won't do anything at the moment. Eugene's effect will allow me to add something to my hand, which will make my Tragodia nice and beefy, and I can also attack over his card trooper, so activate its effect. I'm presuming it's okay if he doesn't respond with anything. And even if he Veilers, I still have to pay my cost. So I have to cost. I'm going to send a Dragoon to my graveyard, add a controller to my hand, and with Dragoon's effect, I'm going to add. I'm not even sure what I should add. I could have popped a card on the field. Perhaps that would have been better, but I've already sent it to the grave now. And I want to make my Trag more beefy. So I'm going to need a discard outlet, and I'm okay with his monsters at the moment, so I'm going to add a marksman to my hand. Then battle, I'm going to attack over his trooper, because it only has 400 attack, which is one bad size trooper, but you also get to draw a card as well, which is phenomenal. So it's a very nice card, trooper, in a milling deck such as his. It takes 800, and I have 6 cards in my hand, so that's fine. I don't need to discard anything. And next turn, I get to drop Tragodia. This is why I run Tragodia. I think it's a nice card in this deck, because why would you not end phase MST? What if it was a chainable? But it worked for him at least. For Tragodia, it's just such a beast card in this deck, because you have such good hand advantage, especially with this. This is effectively a +1. Technically, it's kind of a neutral, because if you... Okay. Because if they get rid of this card, but often you can overlay with it, you can do other things with it, and Milling Plague and a Maxi. Maxi is not the most effective card, but against Diva, yeah, go for your play. I go +1 from it, if you want to do that against Diva. And obviously you can't leave a Diva on its own, it only has 200 attack. That's why Tour Guide is nice, because it has 1000 attack, which is not great, but it's still there as an option. Oh, BLS. Hopefully he attacks into my card first, so I can drop my 3000 attack Draconia. Next turn will be 3600, attack into BLS. That's the plan, at least. Like Pulsar, the Chaos Sorcerer, and Dark Arm Dragon. So at least he milled one bad card for himself. But if he has something else, he has even more offense. He can go for game potentially, but if he has Solemn Warning, I lose. Cool, he's going for that. I'm going to take how much damage? 1800. And then in defense mode, special summon Tragodia. Tragodia says, BLS, you can't get over me. That's exactly what it says. Because I'm on 3000 attack, so adding that extra card gave me that extra attack, which probably going to save me from losing this duel, because this would have been 4800, 5800, 6700, so definitely would have been duel. Unless he's Solemn Warnings, which I very much hope he doesn't. End turn, please. So I've only got 2 monsters in my graveyard at the moment, but normally you can get quite a few in the grave, and Avarice also allows you for the Elemental Lord to like recycle some of your cards to get those 5 waters in your grave. Main phase 2. What, he already attacked with it. He definitely attacked with it. You can, this card can activate the turn. This card cannot attack the activate turn. You can't. Oh, this guy's high rated as well. He should not. He's just trying to do it because he can. To be honest, I'm on 3600 attack. I could go for a Catasta, and that would also get over BLS. So I might go for that. It's either the play that's going to win me the game or lose me the game. So I'm a optimistic guy. I'm going to try. Oh, should I or not? I could go for something else if I really want to. I could summon this card, this pop. Either way, Tragodia is going to be in attack mode, and I have level 4. I could go for Black Rose. That is an option. I might go for Black Rose because 2 plus 4 is damn it. 2 plus 4 is 6, or for that maths. Activate its effect. He doesn't have Veiler, hopefully he doesn't Solemn Warning, and I can special summon. Is this a Sea Serpent? No, it's a fish. This is a Sea Serpent, so I could special summon. I could summon another Diva and go for just defense, but I don't think that's particularly worth it. I'm going to summon this and then sink for a Catasta. I know he can get over it, but I kind of want to destroy one of his other sort of monsters as well, just so that I have some other sort of chances, and it puts more cards in my grave when he gets over it, so I can have a live Avarice play. And it's just not banished, just yeah. And then I can attack over with my 3000 attack. Okay. That's fine. And then I can attack over his Dark Flare Dragon, getting that 600 damage. And yes, again, he can attack over Catasta, but I'm okay with that. I could have got more damage in and then stopped him milling, but I'd actually rather he milled, because he's already milled BLS, he's already removed Chaos Sorcerer, he's already gone through. It's like, possibly he removed Plague, for God's sake. Why would you remove Plague? It's such a good card. Oh, what? He drew into the card he needed, most probably. Did he remove Light and Dark? Probably. What was he milling? Oh, Trooper. That makes sense. I was like, why is he milling? Surely you would mill first, but whatever, same thing. He got to add another card to his deck, so basically got a free 2400 attack summon. Not the greatest thing in the world. this deck is... These duels are being really slow. Maybe it's just thinking. To be fair, in a longer sort of duel means that you've had to think more, which means that you've got better plays. End phase, what is he planning to do? Okay. Oh, that's a nice card to draw into. I'll set it at the end of this turn. I could activate this card's effect, and I'm not fussed about my Dragodi attack as long as it's over 2,400. So I can afford to lose one card, and if anything goes wrong, I can add with Avarice. So activate this effect. Discard Marksman. I get to add the level 3 monster from my deck to my hand, and I'm not going to add the Udine because I've already gone through all my controllers. I've got one in my hand, and one was banished at the beginning of the duel. So I'm just going to go for a level 3 Marksman. I know it reduces some of my options technically, but I think it's okay. And then Marksman's effect. Marksman effect, I get to destroy one set card on the field. The one that I discarded from my Abyss Spike. Oh, it's just an MST, which he could have M-phased MST that. So, go for the attack. I don't think that it's worth going for Push for Avarice. It's very unlikely that I'd be able to get any sort of amazing playoff. He gets to draw a card. Doesn't need to draw. I'm pretty sure it's compulsory. With Trooper. And then Maid Maze 2. Yes, I'll be at 24. He can point for point. But with a point for point, what else is he going to do? And I'd much rather set... Actually, no. Perhaps I want to keep my card at 3,000 attack. I actually do. And I'm going to do that. So I'm going to put this to my extra deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I should probably know this main phase 1 got an extra 600 damage in. Technically a misplay from me. Not the biggest one in the world. I should have probably decided beforehand what I was going to do. And just set this, end my turn. So I'm still on 3,000 attack, so he has to get over 3,000 attacker. He can get over Abyss Spike, I don't care. And has he got a Dark in his hand to banish? Or maybe he's just hoping for the heart of the cards. What, you can't... No, banish. Just misclicking, that's perfectly fine. I would like that tour guide, but clearly... Yeah, it's fine. Trooper's a nice card. He got him that plus. That's probably a Raiko. And he didn't attack. Fair enough. If he doesn't want to attack, doesn't want to attack. He's going to just drop Maxi without me even activating anything. That is perfectly fine. If I go for Black Rose, which I can do, 3 plus 4 is 7. Chain this, get 2,400 beta route. And then special summon from his graveyard something like BLS or even his own card. So I'm actually going to go for that. Technically, he does get to draw into something though. So because of Max C, I don't particularly want him to draw into anything good. So I'm just going to go for the attack. I could go for another Catasta or another Android or what other options do I have? 2 plus 4. I can go for 8 Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon Pop. I'm going to go for that. Okay. Activate its effect. Special summon Infantry. Infantry effect. Oh, I completely forgot that he played Maxi. I am an absolute retard. Absolute retard. Whatever. I've started it now. I could have just... I thought about it and then I completely forgot. Infantry. He still hasn't gone through any gauzes actually, so maybe this play is gonna backfire on me. Infantry effect, normal summon. Then I can go for a Scrap Dragon. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it now. I've already gone in for it, so I may as well go for a Scrap Dragon. He gets to draw a card. Scrap F. Okay. That's fine. I still get my 2,400 beta route, which is fine either way, but he probably has a whatchamacallit, Raikou face down, so I don't particularly want to attack into it. I'm not sure if you're allowed to Monster Reborn BLS. I'm pretty sure you are, but I've had debates on either side, so I'm not going to go for that play, actually. Because he did summon it successfully, technically, but I'm just not going to debate. So, I'm going to go for the attack this way, so he takes 400. Then I'm going to attack with my Tragodia, which will be at 2,400 attack. It's probably a Raikou. He's going to destroy Tragodia, that's fine. Take that damage. I don't know, we mill 3. He needs to mill 3 cards from the top of his deck, which would actually leave him on very, very few cards himself. And this has been a pretty long duel, especially with all 3 matches. It's been about half an hour, maybe a bit longer. So sorry if this duel isn't the most entertaining one in the world. He did get through. If he'd drawn those light pulsars, that would have been nice. Then attack with Marksman. Marksman F. Get to special summon another one from my deck. Well, another Atlantean monster at least. Then attack with Dragoons. Yeah. Attack with Dragoons. And then activate Abyss Sphere. Special summon from my deck I don't even need Abyss Megler. I'm going to actually go for a Abyss Lin, because when it's destroyed, any sort of thing, he gets to draw 1 more. Technically, he went really plussy. I summoned 1, 2, 3, 4, special summon 4. He technically got +3 of this, so maybe it was a good choice. I dropped Maxi, and you may as well if you're in this situation. And at that point, if he had a Gauze or Tragodia, I may have lost, but that's why I went for Abyss Lin. Yeah. So 21 Omni 121, signing out. Good duel, Colossus. I'm all for that pronunciations.